As I say these things, I'm not saying don't get the shoes that you enjoy. What I'm saying is don't love those things. Don't be into those things. Don't stand in the line for those things. Do like Kadar do. Man, I'm going to go to Ross, whatever's at Ross, scooping it up, getting up out of there. I'm not going to be all, asking the guy at the register, hey, when the new ones come out, do you have those, but in the turquoise? And no, man. I'm going to look for some shoes up there. Each brother has a different working situation, so a brother might have a little more money than the next. So he got a little more room to play than the next guy, but at the end of the day, it's shoes on your feet.
Even when I was like really into shoes, I would go in, like, when the Jordans was a big deal, which they semi are now. I used to go in the middle of the day and get my size, man. I'm not getting up early in the morning, man. I'd head up there at lunchtime and leave right out, man. I like the shoe. I think they dope. But I'm not getting up 5 o'clock in the morning to wait in some line for 3 hours, man. That's nonsense, man.
And that applies to not just shoes. That applies to clothes. That applies to anything. That applies to any vice that's in your life. Put that away and go after things that mean something. What are the things that mean something? The scriptures, the word, the truth of the word. That's what means something. So that when you walking around, people can look at you and say, man, he's not like everybody else. There's something different about him. He don't talk like everybody else. When he speaks, people want to listen. When these niggas speak, everybody like, I hear this shit. I'm tired of this shit. But everybody kind of sitting around looking like, man, why is he like a little different? Why is he not always running his mouth? And then why is it when he says something, I actually get a little light that goes off in my head? Go ahead.
That's verse. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Most High abides forever.
So the things of this world pass away. But the will of the Most High, that's always. So as you are out here gaining this understanding and gaining this knowledge, that's things that nobody can take away from you. Right. So that's what you need to be searching after. That's what you need to be going after. Leave those vain things for the women. Because you can talk to a woman all day and night about these scriptures. But she still, for hours. You can go on about Leviticus 20 and 13. She say, I'm a Christian. Well, okay, let's read this. It'll be 2-3 hours. You talking and talking, and at the end of it, she still say, well, I don't know. I just still feel the same way. You damn near want to hit her in the back of the head with the book. Maybe that's the only way you'll get it. Let that vain stuff be for the women. And if you're a man and you want this understanding, you got to get it the right way through your How About You, your own son.
I know he had a little more, but I do got some.
He got a lot.
Oh, God. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
What are the affairs of this life? You might have got a woman pregnant, so now you're on child support. You can't let that type of stuff wrap you up. You can't let that type of stuff have you not at camp.
That's right.
You can't let that type of stuff have you so bugged out of your mind that you're not reading no more. You're not watching the videos no more. You starting to look at brothers crazy because you don't understand my struggle. You ain't on child support. You have to focus on what's right and what's true. Go ahead.
Con. Verse 5.
Sorry, read that first verse.
Yeah, Con. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
So even if you are on child support, so what? How many niggas on this earth are on child support, right? I was on child support for 19 years. I'm off now, but pay the money. It's your kid. Damn, that nigga look just like you. Give the $200 and just be cool. Just pay the 180, whatever it is, and go on about your life. Take it from somebody. I had 2 kids pay child support up until they were 18, 19. It's all over now, but so what? Get you a job, maintain, and do what you're supposed to be doing. Right. Don't let nobody wrap you up to the point where you're not doing the right thing. My thing, I'm going to get out here and I'm going to be preaching this word. I'm going to be with brothers. I'm not going to be at the house arguing with this nigga or pretending like I'm cool with her so I don't have to pay and sneaking out the house Tuesday night I'm about to go to somebody else and mow their yard, so I'll be gone for a couple hours. I'm not doing all that. I'm doing what I feel is right to do. That's it. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And if a man also strive for masteries, yet he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. The husbandman that laboreth must be first partakers of the fruits. Might as well break that part down really quick. Yeah, when you go into that word husbandman, like a husband to a wife, that means a planter. You know, so when it goes to the husbandman that laboreth, it's talking about the planter. And the more you plant, something's gonna grow afterward, okay? So it says the husbandman that laboreth must be first partakers of his fruits. So if you planting and toiling day in and day out, you got your eyes straight forward, you ain't looking to the left or to the right, you ain't worried about the affairs of over here because you got a job that you gotta do, you're gonna be the first one that's gonna eat the fruit that blooms out of the ground. That's how you gotta be in this truth, if you sincere. The more work, what you say? That's what we fighting for. The fruit to come is the kingdom of the Most High, the kingdom of heaven. But we gotta toil for it, we gotta labor. We can't worry about what's over here or what's over there. You gotta stay focused on what you want, okay? Like the brother's about to bring out over there. You know, that's pretty much it on that one.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. The light of the body is the eye.
So wherever your treasure is, that's where your mind will be. So if you're constantly thinking and putting your mindset into the new idea that come out, or the new shoe, or the new whatever, that's where your whole body will follow. That's where your whole mindset will follow. And you'll leave everything that's good behind. And that's what people around you, that's what happens to them. You got McDonald's, as soon as they put the all-day breakfast menu on there, niggas are out of their mind. Right? It's like you have all the top CEOs of all these companies in tune with each other to synchronize, just to take over of people's minds, to take over of people's monies. It's your turn, so you do this new thing. Then it'll be my turn in the second quarter, his turn in the third quarter, and then his turn in the fourth quarter. All these things are in tandem. But you just have people like blind sheep just running around searching for a new idea. Now you have a 52-inch TV that's on sale for $100, everybody go and grab it. But at the end of the day, for the past 5 years, you've been buying a 52-inch TV. You don't even know what the past 4, where they are.
Right.
You just like, well, the new one's out, I gotta go get that. When the TV you got in there, mounted on the wall, about to fall off,
The same thing.
it's cool. You watching games, you watching everything, right? But you just gotta have that new thing. You're playing right into their hands. But you don't need to do that if you're storing your treasures in heaven.
Verse 22, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore the eye is single, if the eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness,
Just in the interest of time, jump to verse 31. This is a great chapter for brothers to read, as brothers know, but we just gonna read that last part of it. Start at verse 31, we'll finish it.
this is verse 31. Therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek.
That's right. That's what they do. They're worried about all that stuff. The Gentiles are worried about how they look. Mainly because they have to wear clothes to a certain stature because they don't look nice without nice things on them. They look like creepy crawling things. So so-called white, a lot of so-called white women to me look like muskrats and creeping things in the forest. They got the noses and the pointy chins. There's some white women that look good, but white people in general just have them weird features like that. They just standing there, they don't look good. You put a suit on them, it's big on the shoulders, their body kind of, they don't even know they turn a little bit like that. They just weird like that. But you put a suit on Jay, everybody want to buy the suit. Everybody like, man, that's a nice suit. You take the same suit off and put it on a so-called white man, he's in the mirror, he's like, I'm straight on I'm good on that shit. That's just how it is. They have to make up for all those things. Go ahead.
For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. Verse 33, but seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh by Shema Shah and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
All those things will happen for you. If you put the Most High and His Son Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua first, everything is going to work out just fine. You'll go from thinking that you can't live without Jordans to you hate Jordans, or you hate the idea of Jordans. You might like the shoe, but you hate that idea of like, I put this shoe on, now I'm somebody, because that's how niggas are. They have those shoes on, therefore they are who they are. Instead of just going to the store and saying, oh, those are nice, let me get those. They're like, I gotta have those so that I can be who I am. But how we are is, I have to have Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua to be who I am. The shoes are the shoes. We have to be in tune with the Most High through His Word for us to be happy, for us to be like walking around with a sense of any kind of like sanity. We gotta be in tune. It's not the shoes that make us in tune. It's the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
That's right. Go ahead. Verse 34, take therefore no thought for the morrow, for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself.
That's right.
Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
And that's one of my favorite scriptures, because that tells you it's a lot of shit going on right now. What are you worried about dumb stuff for? What are you worried about things that don't pertain to salvation for at all anyway? Put that silly stuff, I'm assuming everybody up here has something that they like. That's kind of worldly. We don't go all into it, but we have things that we like. So sometimes you kind of get trapped in there and you say, what am I doing? This don't mean nothing for salvation. Whether it be video games, some people's video game, me, myself, sometimes I get trapped up in watching like documentaries. And some people are like, well, that's cool, but you gotta be watching the right one. I'm watching shit about all kind of weird stuff. I stray so far from YouTube. Sometimes before 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm like just staring at iPad like, but I'm not learning about nothing that I can bring out here. I'm learning about weirdo stuff. I ain't gonna say it. Y'all gonna look at me crazy. But you have to be in tune, period, point blank. Because if you're not, you're gonna be worried about silly stuff. What is the silly stuff get you washed away? That's why you see people falling out all the time.
Can I say it?
Come.
The scriptures say, be not masters of many. Meaning, be not masters of many. Meaning, don't be engulfed in too many different things outside of the scriptures. You know, because